Well, your oldest daughter, uh, Poison Ivy,
Yeah.
recently came out.
Yeah.
And obviously, your stance on homosexuality and all of our interviews and everything else like that became front and center.
Right.
Now, this is your oldest child, period.
Yeah.
She's also a rapper.
Yeah.
It's very dope. I've heard her
Yeah.
freestyle. She, I mean,
She hard.
she's hard. And she said, she did an interview. She said, if my dad wasn't Boosie, nobody would care that I like girls. But the fact that my dad is Boosie, it's an issue.
Yeah.
It's a talking point. Not to say it's an issue. It's just a talking point.
Yeah.
So, number one, did you know about this before she made it public or not really?
Nah, I didn't. Like, she used to be with a boy. I thought she was dating who used to come to the house, but I don't think that was her boyfriend now. I think that was just like a friend or something. But our family is a real Southern Baptist family. So Ivy got a respect for her family and everything for what she does. So her coming out at this age that's the time that's when you know what you want.
How old is she?
Finna be 22.
Okay.
That's what you know what you want. And even though it's not, it won't be accepted as far as, because I don't want nobody in my other family to think it's okay. But what she does, we're gonna love her to death. We're gonna love her, we're gonna love her to death. But at the same time, it's our family. It's never been that way. It's never been accepted. Our preacher, grandfather, grandmother, preacher, but at the same time, she grown. She can do what the hell she want.
Yeah.
She can do what the hell she want. She old enough to know what she want. And and that's her. And she's doing a great job. She's making her own money. That's her own talent. I've never wrote not one line for her.
Mm-hmm.
The girl can go.
So you found out on the internet when everyone else did.
Nah, I was suspicious.
You were suspicious,
Yeah.
but it was confirmed because she brought out her girlfriend and everything, right?
Yeah, I learned through social media.
Okay.
Like you, like I woke up to it.
I mean, as a father, were you a little disappointed that she didn't come to you personally to talk to you about this?
My daughter never really came to me personally or talked about no relationship.
Huh. Okay.
She never came to me and talked to me about relationships.
Okay.
She's more of a to herself person.
Do you think it's because of your stance on certain things that maybe she felt a little uncomfortable?
Probably yes. Yeah. I'm respected in my family. I'm the narc. Like I'm the what I say goes. Once it get passed down from me, somebody else go. But like what I say goes, and what I say matters. That's probably why it took her this long to.
Yeah.
Well,
she's also the oldest, so she didn't get to experience, the lap of luxury Boosie the whole time. She had to go through some of the rougher times.
She never had to.
No? But remember, you used to tell me how, you used to take your son to the trap and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that was my son.
Okay, so her...
Iviana was different than Tootie.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, she was the golden child. Like, she was put up.
Huh.
Tootie was under that, and, Ivy was kind of the spoiled one. Tootie was under me the whole time, Ivy mama wouldn't let her come with me in them streets like that,
Yeah.
She wouldn't go on for that.
But you said it. She's 22. Your opinion at this point is just your opinion.
It's
You're not running
opinion.
shit. You know what I mean?
I'm not running
She
shit.
a full-blown adult.
She got her own
4 years
spot,
in.
her own money. She do her own. She is grown. Like she grown.
Right. And she said she's never had a 9-to-5 job.
Never.
Didn't you give her like a bunch of money like at some point?
Always.
Well, did you give her like a big bag at one
Yeah, I
point?
gave her 50,000 for 19th birthday.
Okay, 19 years old, you give a
50,000
teenager
cash.
50,000 cash. What'd you do with it?
I don't know.
You don't know. You didn't you didn't ask. It's your money.
I just told her, you know, it's your money.
Okay.
I don't ask what they do with their money. I might get on them about it.
Yeah.
But I don't really ask them what they do.
Okay. You bought her a car at one point?
Every child have when they get 16, they get any car they want.
Okay. What'd she get?
She got a what did she get?
You bought so many cars you can't even remember.
Damn, she
Ain't
got
that a motherfucker?
a photo Porsche Cayenne.
Wow.
Photo Porsche Cayenne.
It's a nice car.
Yeah,
Especially for a first car.
yeah.
My first car was a Nissan truck. With a shell on the back. Remember the
I know what car you talking
I know,
about.
the mini truck phase. Yeah. Bought that shit with my own money.
Hell yeah. My other daughter got a Audi 8 for her birthday.
Mhm.
My Tootie got a Jaguar truck for his birthday.
Yep.
I got another one finna be 16 in a couple months. I gotta get her something. Just something I always promised them and I always stick with it.
Wasn't there like a video that went viral? Like some girl got a car from her dad and she wasn't happy because it wasn't the car she wanted or some shit. You know what I'm talking about?
I remember that shit. Some shit
Yeah.
happened like that, yeah.
What would you do if you got one of your kids a car and they got mad at you because it wasn't the car that they wanted?
My kid's grateful. Like,
That was just what
my
happened.
kid's grateful. Like, my daughter who finna get a car this year, she was like, Dad, I want this. I was like, I gotta get you something a little better than that.
What she want?
She wanted a 2023 Acura.
It's not bad. I had an Acura. That was my second car. An Acura Integra.
I was like, I'll get you a little something.
Mm.
But my kids, I got grateful kids, bro. Like,
Nice.
even like the places we'll go, like they still be grateful.
Mm.
You know, they grateful, bro. They grateful because I think a lot of, especially my oldest ones, well, almost all of them, because they grateful for the time that they didn't have me.
Mm.
So anytime with me, they grateful. You know, like I went through 5 years without my kids.
Yeah.
That ruined that ruins everything with a child and a dad. It's so much rebuilding.
Were your kids visiting you in prison?
Yeah, but you can't be that father figure. You
Right.
can't watch them.
Of course.
You can't tell them which way to go. When you're in prison, it's different. That's why I don't respect snitches. You know, because, and people always say why he speak on snitches, because, you know, I almost took my last meal on death row because of fucking snitch.
What do you mean?
Because someone mentioned my name. And if I would have got convicted, it was because of fucking snitch.
Can you say who it was?
Pokey him all the way.
Okay.
The dudes who, you know, got me indicted.
Okay. So they wrote a statement against you.
Yeah.
Took the stand?
Nah, they didn't take the stand.
Okay.
But they wrote a statement against me and a confession against me. A video confession.
Okay. And luckily you beat it.
Yeah. But that's why, you know, like I feel certain type of ways about that, bro, because, you know, people, you gotta understand, people who support rats don't give a fuck about kids. If you're listening to a rat song, you don't give a fuck about your child. Because the kids suffer from the rat. The rat takes the parent off the street and the kid suffers. The rats are killing the kids' generation. They're growing up without fathers.
Mm.
If you're caught, you're fucking caught. The rat, if you give a fuck about a rat, you give a fuck about a child. That child father or his mother who you're taking off the streets because you're caught is going to punish that child. that child is gonna suffer.
Okay, so if someone's father was a rat, would you not allow that kid in your home?
Would I not allow him in my home?
Yeah, if let's just say your son, let's just say Tootie became best friends.
Nah,
with
yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I
With a
wouldn't
kid
judge him
whose
like that.
father ratted, but the kid didn't do nothing.
No, I would still let him in my home.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would still let him in my home.
So it's not like they're forever barred from anything. They just have to deal with what their dad did. But at the end of the day, if your dad ratted, it's not your fault. You didn't tell him to do that shit.
Right.
So, yeah.